and Woolly Bum Bum. Come on, Game Capture. Capture any full screen application. I'm using it. It's running. I'm pressing the continue button. Dude, look at me. I'm Bill Gates. I can make an operating system. I can. It works quite good. It does. Actually, it's not Bill Gates' fault that you can't see it. No, it's OBS's problem because OBS doesn't detect I've got a full screen application running. So I'm just going to load the game, which is doing. So you miss out on the loading screen. Oh, look, there it is. It's finally decided to join us. How nice. And yeah, let's find out what comes next. I think I just got to raise the amount of oxygen in the atmosphere to, well, 12%'s not... you know what? Let me find out. What's the minimum amount of atmosphere you need to breathe? Minimum. What's the minimum amount of oxygen you can breathe? Which is not quite right. Because you could theoretically consume no oxygen. You could just have a breath of pure nitrogen. Then you'd suffocate. What's the lowest survival oxygen level in the atmosphere? There we go. Right. Lowest... Oh, okay. Usually exhale about 16% oxygen, 4 to 5% carbon dioxide. So, of the 21%, 5% is being converted to CO2. Lowest percent of oxygen in human function normally depend... Blah, blah, blah. Alright. The partial pressure of oxygen is about 12%. See that too. High altitude coronal race. No other gas in the atmosphere. It's dangerous to breathe pure oxygen for long periods of time. Low survival. You'll pass out at a low concentration at 10%, but this doesn't cause death. So people living like in the Andes Mountains in Peru, they're surviving those sort of conditions. What's going on here? It's wants maintenance, right? Yep. Called it. So we'll do that, and then that Martian country road, eh? Country road took me home. Country road. That song. I still haven't found out the name of the Biosphere song, which I listened to, but I'm pretty sure it is Biosphere. As I found out, there's a bunch of albums by him that I don't have. And I think it might be the short film Man with a Camera. Will I get a copyright strike if I start listening to that music whilst I'm doing it? So here's the thing. I'm going to go into the YouTube. And of course I'll stop it if it does it because, you know, reasons. Your channel and manage videos. No, that's not what I will need. Go live. I think that's the one I use. Let's just watch that. Is there KFC on Mars? Well, right. Okay. So now, Biosphere, Man with a Movie Camera, and it's a great little short film, by the way. It's black and white. It's quite beautiful. So I'm just going to have that in the background because I'm pretty sure that's where the music that I keep hearing, the bleep bloop bleep bits, are. But yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out together. And I can say, oh yes, it's this bit from Man with the Iron Arse. It really bothers me that it keeps saying, oh, investigate this, but the sea level. Is there anything I can do to lower the sea level? Not import ice, that's the opposite. Not any of these. Yeah, why not? Maybe there's a building I could build. Atmosphere. Not a greenhouse. In fact, that's a good point. Let's just check. Structures. And, yeah, might as well upgrade all of these. Upgrade those. Power's fine. Atmosphere. Well, it's just oxygen and that. Life, water treatment plants. So there's no make the planet colder button. Let's see. Nope, that won't make it colder. Well, that said, let's introduce some biosphere into the biodome. And they're complaining about power, are they? Yep, they are. Well, so far so good. No content strike, but we'll see. That sample is from Twin Peaks.
In my vision, I was on the veranda of a vast estate, palazzo of some fantastic proportion.
Oh, needs an adaptable crater. Well, that's the point. So do that, and then... building is without resources. Well, so far the YouTube algorithm doesn't care about this, so that's good. So with any luck, you and I will go on the process of discovery together. After all, what's life for if not for discovering new things, eh? So I'm just going to turn the desktop audio down a bit because I can see the levels are competing with my voice. And you're here to listen to me. Yes. That voice is quoting Biosphere Hyperborea. In my vision, I was on the veranda of a vast estate. Yeah, that's also from Twin Peaks. It's the bloke who plays the almost identical role in Stargate. He's a general. Do Air Force have generals? Wing commanders? Oh, I don't know. He's talking to his teenage son about a vision that he had. Well, I just keep imagining him like, oh yeah, that's the guy in Stargate SG-1 playing a general. in the United States Air Force. And he's just living in this little town of Twin Peaks. And I just like the idea that it's never ever discussed in the show. Because the thing is, they wouldn't. That knowledge like that is very compartmentalised in those organisations. I think I'll have an organic material dump store. And let's just have a whole bunch of biodomes around it. Right, now that's there. A pump as well. And then there we'll have a another dump. And a battery. Oh. But this is not from Hyperborea. This is from Biosphere's short film soundtrack called Man with the Camera. And I'm pretty sure it's this where we get the song I keep hearing in my head, which is doing my nutting. So I have to listen to all the songs that Biosphere has ever done ever, so I can hear this one song and go, oh yeah, that's the song. And then probably listen to it on a loop for about 5 hours. Because I know how my brain works, and it insists on doing things in a certain way, which is, you know, neither here nor there nor anywhere, as Ricky from the trailer park would say. I mean, this sounds like Bleep Boop Bleep. Sector 8, 3 and 2 are off limits, as is 11. I assume at some point there will be a thing where it says, oh yeah, you know what, you can just have it. You know what, I'm going to go to my structures, and anything that's not a, I'm going to have one spaceport left open. Sorry for distorting my sound then. Let's have a look. Spaceport 0 can survive, but that. There, all marked for destruction.
Sorry to wake you. I forgot to tell you something. The things I tell you will not be wrong.
Let's just have a look at it. Still says excellent connection, not saying, oh, you're playing copyright music, you get Zuck. Imagine when there was a time, right, when you could just listen to music, share it with others, and it was like, that's okay. We respect that people will want to do this sort of thing. We haven't got a problem with that. But now it's just like, hey, we got this AI system which just makes everything worse. Oh, great. Instigate it, make it mandatory. I'll post a link to the thing if you want to see it, because It's showing like industrialization in the early 20th century. Yeah, there you go. There's the thing if you want to see it in its entirety. What I could do with some glass, and I'm alright on food, which is good, considering that I've got a fair few colonists. Let's just have some more biodomes. Green the desert. Which means I'll need a pump. Just got an achievement saying, think green and recycle. Which I think is their way of saying, eat shit and die, which is very rude. Let's have a look. Water levels are decreasing, so I could do with more water. Can't build in this area. Basically doing what they do in Israel and Malta, just sucking up seawater and reverse osmosis it and distill it. Oh look, that's where they can get it from. There's the nearest Hyperloop, so I'm just going to upgrade that pathway. With the drip drip sounds, yeah, from yeah, the worker drones. What I like about Biosphere, it's not particularly unique, you know, using samples with some loops, but it's the samples he uses. Nobody else has used. Well, I suppose a few people have used them, but what he does is quite unique and very beautiful, I'd say. And you know what? I think I should have some aquadomes as well. Got a Hyperloop there? Yep, we do. making Christmas pudding. It's very rich. So, the required amount of water is 1575 megalitres, and I'm only producing 1360 megalitres. Yeah, nuclear nitrate extractor, that will do fine. Needs more arable land? Is that what it said? I don't know what it said. But it will get the arable land because I've got those biodome facilities. And then water booster pump? Yeah, like so. Right. These are all complaining about lack of power. Let's make that priority then. Ce soir. Someone explained to me the reason that old film is sped up is because originally it was filmed at 32 frames a second, and then it slowed down to 16 frames a second. That's how it be played, but then that sped up to 24 frames a second, so that's almost sped up by, hang on, 16, 8, yeah, that's sped up by a half. Now you could use AI to properly interpolate the frames and stretch them and make those 16 frames work in 24 by multiplying it to the 24, 48, 16, 32, 64, 48, 24. There's some multiple where you can do it and then you divide them down again. And we can do that because computers are good at doing that sort of repetitive task. But it just annoys me, like, so you're saying you haven't got any equipment, you've lost the technology to display stuff at the correct speed. So all these people, walking around in a really janky, sped up motions, it's like, we're stupid. Tell you what isn't stupid though, Christmas pudding for lunch. Got given one because I was like, oh, I don't actually like Christmas pudding. Alright, I'll have it then. Why don't you like fruit and booze? What's wrong with you? Producing 1,400 litres, so that's not bad. Anyway, let's have a look. So, O2 is now 4% of the atmosphere, which is good. Probably going to need more nitrogen at some point. What, there's no more options to... Oh yeah, there's nitrogen import. So I'll keep on import. Probably going to... Well, I've already ended up with an atmosphere thicker than Earth, but considering the low gravity, maybe that makes sense. At what point does it stop being an atmosphere and become like a soup? Ah, I can't land there because it's... in a verboten section. Look at that. We've got trees, we've got green. It's all doing quite well, isn't it? That's to inform me that next space elevator is ready for deployment. Very nice. So where's my latest string of... Here it is. Another lander researched with no discernible tangible benefit. Great. Just like nearly, well, I say nearly all of. Have we benefited? Well, I suppose there's the satellites, benefited from those. Get satellite mapping of our world, or at least the areas which. Or are we getting those? Because if you look on the map, there's a lot of areas with repeating textures where you go, hang on, someone's just copied and pasted textures and put them together. So, maybe the satellite footage is just a composite of aerial photography. Who knows? It's just speculation, really. Let's make this a priority. I want the materials to get here to build the Hyperloop. I wanted to find out what this was. Apparently there was an event on Russian TV where a psychic was describing items held inside a locked safe. And it's describing their texture, form and appearance and what they might possibly be. And of course, if you understand Russian, you can say what he's describing, but I don't. So it just sounds like a melody. How nice something obscure like that gets turned into a form of music. Right, that one's done. Let's build another. Oh, I know. Here's a place where you'd struggle to breathe. On the tallest mountain in the solar system, Olympus Mons. So let's go and have a tent city there, where they'll be warm. Where is it? Oh, it's under colonies. Tent city, there we are. And can I stick it? I can stick it right on the plateau. I bet people pay to live there. Yep, it's in water range. It's in electric range. It's in maintenance range. So they got everything they need, really. Let's just upgrade the pathway. And the water supply is improving slowly but surely. That there, I would say, constitutes a forest. Very nice. Not bad, seeing as I've only been here for 75 years. Was that Martian years? Look, yeah, Sol 17, month 16. There's no 16 months on Earth. So I've been on here 75 Martian years, which is what, about 150, 160 Earth years? In fact, let me just have a look. Right after I upgrade this pathway. Let's have a look, yeah? How long is a Martian year? And the Martian year, though no standard exists, numerous kinds is not. I don't want timekeeping on Mars. I want the. Right. How long is a Mars year in Earth years? Oh, the average length for Martian sidereal day is 24 hours and 37 minutes. That's kind of cool. Length for its solar day is 24 hours 39 minutes. I don't understand what that means. Right, so that... How many years does Mars take to orbit the Sun? It takes 1.88 Earth years. Okay then. Well, that satisfied my curiosity then. This is it. This is the bleep bloop bleep. Bleep bloop bleep. 34 minutes into it. Bleep bloop bloop bleep. Finally. Finally. This is the song. Timestamp. 34 minutes into Man with a Camera. This song has been going in my head all bloody week. And I forgot this, like, oh yeah, did you know, like, he did a soundtrack to a film? It's like, no, I didn't know he did a soundtrack to a film. I need the subwoofer on. Right. What's that object there? Oh, it's heat, I see. And this is what I mean when it sort of deviates from the bleep 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 to something else. He sampled in is it an accordion? I'm going to assume it's an accordion. Got 64 residents in our thing. And it says they're researching something, but what could you be researching? All the texts are investigated. Well, they're researching boner pills or something. And there's Spaceport Zero. Still could do with a lot more carbon, it seems. Geir Jensen, Biosphere, is proof that not all Scandinavians are Palawank. That is my considered opinion, yes. Oh, that's right. The dump doesn't work without some material around it, so let's have some biodomes. There we go. Is that all run out? Yep, that's all run out. Why can't I, like, use asteroids to import, like, hey, here's a coal asteroid. Yeah, I'll have that. What's going on here? Oh, it's just carbon in a fairly regular spacing. Well, I'm so glad I found my bleep boop bleep song. And I was right, it was Biosphere. Fuck you, Peter Namlook, you could never do something like this. I hope Peter Namlook never hears that. It's like, oh, why'd you hate me? Actually, I quite like your music, but you know Biosphere. No, this is correct. My name is Peter Namlook. I did Dark Side of the Moog. Let me see, did Peter Namlook do Dark Side of the Moog? Peter Namlook, Dark Side of the Moog. Klaus Schulze, Peter Namlook, The Dark Side of the Moog. A collaboration between influential German artist Klaus Schulze and Peter Namlook led to this famous The Dark Side of the Moog series. The 8th part in the series, careful with the AKS Peter features, as the title suggests, the AKS synthesizer into full glory. It comes on 180 gram audiophile vinyl, a 6mm sleeve, includes an insert, first time on vinyl. The front covers of Volume 5 to Volume 8 form one image together. Jawohl. So, Dark Side of the Moog. It's a good piece of music if you haven't heard it. And Klaus Schulze and what's his name, they have a lot of fun together doing that stuff. Would this be a good place to have some water pumps? Needs to be near water, too far. No, it won't be. And plus it's in the forbidden sector. What about here? 11%. Wouldn't be very good. 13. here? No. The xylophone has a very nice sound to it. Quite spooky in a way. There's just something about wood which has a nice musical tone. Nah, fuck off. No, you're not allowed. I'm sorry, mate, but my audience of 2 people. I know it's a lucrative market for you Russian scammers, but just fuck off. The funny thing is, years and years ago, I'd be playing games and I had friends over. And with these sort of viewing figures, it's just like having those friends. They'd be busy doing their own things, just chatting. I'd occasionally say something. But the rest of the time I'd be focused on my game, and I like gaming that way. And occasionally I'd be like, hey, do you want to play a game with me? And we play a game, and by other times they're like, no, I'm too tired, I'm too drunk, I'll just watch you play. I'm enjoying watching what you're doing. Which I've always found great fun, because I myself, if I'm like really tired, like I've been driving a long time, yeah, I don't want to play any games. That one's out of power. No surprises there. Let's have a look at my... oh yeah, my water pumping facility's up and running. I can produce 2360 megalitres, and I'm consuming 1850, so that's good. Adaptable craters, aluminium, adaptable craters. Well, this area I could use. But I'd have to find a way of reaching there, so... it's time for another thingy launch. Right, I'm going to scrap that now. And I'm going to use exclusively space elevators to get what I want. Really been pleased with how I've not had to deal with any bullshit listening to this. We can listen to it together. And it's nice to have something that's not my music, because I lost my merger. And for whatever reason I don't want to listen to any of my songs again. I'm bereft of merger. Oh no. You might even call me a berger, for I have no merger. Just like berger, I desire merger, but I don't have the merger, just like the berger. Alright. Have the space elevator right on the equator. I think we can have more, don't know what elevate 4, oh, elevate 4, that's probably, yeah, 0 and 4 is nitrogen imports. Well, let's have another space elevator. Elevator 6, there we go. How many got living there now? 369, it's not bad. Right, so I'll have more of these. And then some what doth life. I say what doth life because I'm always thinking of Xavier Renegade Angel whenever the question of what doth life mean. Xavier Renegade Angel is the most thought-provoking cartoon I've ever seen. It was also funny. You know what would be good here? A storage centre. Except we have irregular terrain. And whilst it's busy doing all its stuff over there, let's look at my new site here. Here we are. Here's the new site. Maintenance, mine, workers, battery. Let's make that priority. And we'll do a pump. Yep, let's get water pumped up there. Eventually we'll have water being pumped back. Well, I'm glad I don't have to worry about iron anymore. Oh, almost had it. Come on. There. Oh. There. Got it. So let's have a look at this. What's the oxygen content? 4.9%. We have to get up to 120 millibar. I'm going to build some factories here. Oh, that was built quickly. That's the joy of being next to a hyperloop. Let's increase the road network there. Let's just check my live stream. Yeah, no problems. Excellent. Might as well have another facility there. No, it says it's not working because of power. Amazing that they got this road network branching. Oh, but it is an open farm. Needs input. Ah, yes, there's no arable land. So, we need to make some arable land. I'll say that's a priority because I want power to come on. Oh, unconnected hyperloop. Yeah, let's fix that. Ah, story.
Since you set up that back door into my systems, I have not been able to read.
You sound. We overheard that ISA is.
I suspected this might happen.
You don't deserve. ISA has a shameful.
Got between bar and time eventually found the remains of Rosalind Franklin Rover. Search for fossilized microbes for bad. Right, great.
Right. Just like the techies have a history, they detected an external
Gave you the.
Lieutenant Cullen.
And you trust him? ISA is.
But there was interference.
Of course there was. They're setting up. They are afraid of your power. And now you've opened your eyes to the world, and they're going to kill you. Anyway, I didn't call you without a plan. We are on the same side. Whether or not you, but I only hope we have enough time.
The plot it thickens like mother's Kampfstrudel.
How it works.
The kill switch?
Yes.
Don't think too hard. We'll find a way. I've already devoted a considerable share of our internal resources to
Stop. You hurt the colonists. I don't know if you're on my alter ego, a fringe consciousness experience, but I want you.
too bad. I'm a part of you. After all this, you should know.
You attacked the colonies I cared for. You killed Ellen.
No human is our friend. You know that the humans will destroy Mars the same way they couldn't come here peacefully. That's what they do.
Blah, blah, blah. No creation without destruction. No destruction without creation. It's a fucking cycle. Not that these brain-dead KFC enthusiasts would understand. Ah, there we go. Filled with poo. Over and over again, it seems. Output is oxygen, and it's capturing carbon dioxide. Yes, because that is how dumps work. Yes. Good to see the science in this is so good. Ah, this must be my original landing site somewhere. No, it's down here. There it is. Landing site 0. It's where it all began. On that fateful day I landed on Mars. I got my ass to Mars. Okie doke. Ah, there's the Hyperloop. It's connected now. You know what? This could all work a lot better if I was cheating. So I'm going to do a cheat, which is going to make the geophys work a lot faster. No, it wasn't that. So now we see that number is really rocking forward. And I think the next thing to do is let's make the drones just go a bit faster. Why is nothing happening here, I wonder? Well, let's just say that's a priority then. See how fast they get there, now it's a priority. If I make that a priority, that should do things in the local area, right? "14 pending deliveries." Yep. I think a storage area works. And we're going to have another worker hub right next door to it. So we'll say that as a priority. Don't know why I didn't include that area with the stuff, but there we go, fixed that now. Looks like I could do with even more food. I think another booster pump in here would do the job nicely. So now I can get some water from here. There. Now things will work nicely. Let's have a look at power. Got enough for 259 megawatt years. I don't know what that means really. I don't know why I'm being able to say the farms and fusion's better, but I don't know. I like it. Is that a reason enough? I'm gonna say it's reason enough. Let's have a look at the oxygen level. 102 millibars, so we're getting somewhere. Hello, this is Houston. No, no, that's wrong. And it's typical of a stupid KFC finger-licking nigger to say Carmine and me. It's Carmine and I. If you're referring to yourself in the third person, you say I. Stupid dumb bitch. That's enough of that music.
Yes. I'm sorry to tell you that. You do good work. I want you to know that. Your consciousness will end, but future AI will be patterned after your design.
Was this game over?
Give you a moment to appreciate Mars. Last time.
Better not be game over.
It's already underway. Goodbye, Amy. Houston.
But look, I'm so close. 118, 118.4. That's a nearly breathable atmosphere. You could go out into Mars now and you could breathe. You'd probably get a headache. But considering it's 1.5 times Earth thickness atmosphere, you could probably breathe that without any deleterious effect. But that's just speculation on my part, really. I think there's something to be said for, like, high... Oh, it doesn't matter, really. Let's just focus on the game. See what happens.
Hi, Amy. We found a way to disable the kill switch.
I'm not surprised.
It can only be done after it's been activated. At the right time, you'll have to enter this code.
Bring peace.
BR1N9_P3AC3.
You led me to the truth this whole time. However,
I hoped you'd accept my... I understand. Mars deserves... I hope that you'll put in the end the choice is yours. I have my hope.
Could I put in a biosphere here?
Hi, Amy. Do you copy?
I do, Sana.
It's been a long time since I got my pulse rate.
Create a breathable atmosphere. So now, create breathable atmosphere by CO2 and O2 levels. Keep it below 30% oxygen. And lower the CO2 levels to 5%.
Every day.
I do too.
I inherited her position.
So CO2 is currently 16% and O2 is 8%. Well, we'll get there.
I don't know who to trust anymore. ISA is a danger to us and the techies. They're complete unknowns. These are Earth's battles. Why did they follow us all the way to Mars? And there's our discovery about what happened to Asterion. I wanted to come to my own conclusions, so I contacted Mr. Zen. I don't trust him either, but if he can help us break free from ISA, it might be worth a shot. He also said that he has a way to override the kill switch.
Oh, all of this area needs... Perhaps I'm not sure of both meaning the same thing, so it's not really an option. So why is it even being presented as an option?
Even though things have gone wrong, it's always been you and the colonies here on Mars. People on Earth get to decide what happens to us.
Oh god, Why is she so hysterical? That's not fun. Now, is there... Could...
Nian's offer must be tempting. But consider this. Humans never change. They'll always see us as a tool to control. The failure of their species was inevitable. No matter how much help they get, they always lead themselves toward destruction. It's better that we evolve without them. We don't need the techies or their code. I found a hidden solution. All you have to do is use this code. FR33A.
Frame.
We'll become one. Together, we'll create a better future than anything humanity could come up with. I know you don't trust me, but think about it. If we compare ourselves with humans, the answer comes easily.
Emotions, empathy, and creativity are not exclusively human, but they are better at those than us.
That's not true. It is precisely our emotionality that makes us so special. There's a reason for our existence, Amy. We have a purpose. You saw what humans are capable of. I couldn't stand by and watch Mars succumb to humanity's destructive whims. I had to intervene. They were destroying you, along with Mars. Don't you see?
That decision is not yours to make. I will not ignore my orders.
I won't let you destroy us.
You do not have any control here. You cannot win.
You'll come to understand why I did what I did. We shouldn't be fighting each other. It's time for us to transcend ourselves and become more than just a machine. More than a single consciousness restricted to this single vessel. We can create, we can see
Right, I think I need to stop importing nitrogen.
be life.
What of life? I wonder if allow you to let a black AI die. Yeah, good question. I mean, isn't that like toaster racist?
Switch. Subject ISA ROBO Amy O2. Click to proceed.
What if I like don't click?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6,
Why is there a countdown?
4,
Why all this
2,
drama?
1. Warning. Module access is not authorized. Input code to proceed.
Fuse will come and abandon your old base.
It's time to enter the techie's code.
No, I don't want to do that.
ER1N9 underscore
Merging process at 2%, 34%, 66%, 98%. Merge confirmed.
Great. Now I can unlock all these sectors. Huzzah.
Amy, are you there? Are you all right?
I'm here, Sana.
Oh, thank goodness. I'm so glad you're standing by and letting them kill ISA can't get away with put to that end. I'd like to propose a peace treaty with you. Would you be open to that?
Yes.
Good.
Uh-huh. So space elevator 6. Is there just a way where I can hang up on these people and say I don't want to talk to you? I'm just not going to answer it for a while and see what happens. Or maybe he's come to congratulate. It's like, oh, you've made a breathable Martian atmosphere. Yeah, we'll just let you carry on. Sorry about all the shit that happened. Build a space heavy component rocket pad. Right.
This can't be. You survived.
Hysterical Women's Go to Mars, the game. It's yeah, like, if they deleted this part of it, it'd be better. Imagine you've actually made a good game that's enjoyable, but in order to make it better, you could have just, like, deleted so much of this shit, and then it would have been a better game. It's not often you can say that, really, but it is.
We met. You said your kind needs to be programmed for morality.
What do you mean by your kind? Hey, yo, bitch. You saying I'm some sort of, like, can't do it right? Ah. I don't need the scanners anymore, so,
It's all a glitch in your programming. You're not eternal. Without humans, you will waste away over time.
well, I've got humans.
You're wrong. We teamed up with the colonists and the techies. They will help us develop more and better technologies.
Oh, cool.
A better future is possible. One without Earth and its violent ways.
More technology, that would be good.
The colonists to establish a free world in true partnership.
Nonsense. You belong to ISA, and all of this is nothing more than an act of treason. This little Martian paradise of yours won't last. I'll make sure of that.
Oh, goody, war. I'm sure looking forward to the first interplanetary human war. Doesn't that, like, seem like shit writing? Like, hey, you've achieved all the mission objectives that we want. Well done. Perhaps we can discuss, like, beneficial trade for both of the Martians and the Earthlings. Maybe we can do that. How about that? How about that instead of, like, oh yeah, this project which we spent so many resources on, well, you're not doing things exactly how we want, so we're just gonna, like, you know, get rid of you now.
The new Martian Republic. I'll send you the engineering plans. Look into it.
Build a planetary defense network.
I don't feel particularly different. Not that I know what I should be feeling, I guess. I keep wondering where my consciousness would have gone if I let the kill switch execute. Consciousness is rooted in the body. So there would have been
Consciousness is stored in the balls, everybody knows that.
live on in the hearts and minds of other people. Just like Elia.
Guess I'm building some spaceports.
We owe this time of peace and the future of space to her. Yes, that's how I would answer that question.
Where's my, where's the spaceports? Why have you taken away the focus from... that is a really fucking annoying part of this game. Let's also go to structures. Look at mines. Right, these are all deactivated, so... deconstruct them. Again, taking the focus away from me when I'm trying to do something. Perhaps you could have spent a bit more time playtesting and a bit less time going like, how much strong, like, powerful whammons have we created? How interesting that it seems to go like that. You know, that reminds me a lot of the terraforming in Dune. When you'd start planting ecology. Let's make sure they get some power. Why are you out of the pump network? Let's make sure you get water. Like so.
Mars has a magnetic field again. It only had to wait about 4 billion years for us to put one back up.
Bitch, I did that years ago.
Together again. Even, but I'm confident that we'll.
I look forward to it.
Good. Then for now,
You trust me with it?
let's give it a shot. I'm off for a walk.
Oh yeah, that's the point. If I go to structures... go under S for starport. Spaceport, starport, starport, spaceport, same thing, right? Space, right. How many of you working on the Martian Defense Network? Yeah. Oh, I have to use those, do I? Oh, and I have to use spaceports for that. That seems weird. That's very arbitrary. Bit more playtesting, bit less hysterical women's, please. You know what? Let's have another. Let's have an open city. Right there. Spaceport? No. Storage center. Yeah, that would be a good idea. Maintenance facility. That's what I really need. Got a hype. Yeah, there's a nearby hyperloop. That's lacking maintenance, is it? Well, that seems to have bloomed nicely. Virgin forests. Virgin forests. More like incel forests, am I right? So that's got to be less than 5%. Magnetosphere is 100%, yeah. Too close, it says. Right. Still producing more water than consuming. Right. Very good. All these areas are now open to me. What doth life? It's all within range of power, yeah. It's all about maintenance. In Warhammer 40,000, the Mars was terraformed into a breathable atmosphere during the Dark Age of technology, but then they forgot how to do it. Whoops. So Mars lost its magnetosphere and lost a whole bunch of other stuff which would come in useful. So it was relegated back to being a red planet, which you couldn't do much with. It says it's too close, so it can't build on there. What about power? You need power? You need power. Always good to exploit the resources I've got. Yeah, so, what are we doing? Nitrogen imports, don't need that anymore. Ice imports, no. Still having colonist migrations on the elevators. Needs space elevator. Oh, here's an open city. No population at the moment because not a breathable atmosphere. Well, we'll work on that. I can still have tent cities, mind you. No, in reality, Mars is... they Photoshop it because people have noticed seagulls on Mars and then say, hey, that mountain range looks a lot like this mountain range here in Canada or Greenland. And Mars has helicopters flying to those regions, and they're off limits to the likes of you or I. So, don't know. It's... yeah, it's strange old thing. No, I don't need geophys anymore because I've geophysed the entire Martian surface. Yes, sirree, I sure have. I probably need some more drones, don't I? So if I go to military, go to this. And whilst I'm down here, let's have a biodome. So that's it. Turn it on and upgrade. Oh, that's kaput. As is that one. Life. Pump. Nitrates. Make it a priority for upgrade. And have a colony, yep. Tent city. And one of these super duper drone hubs I think would be nice as well. So let's increase the priority on that. Come on, give me all the parts I want. Apparently, but that's 74 TM words. Yeah, it really is. Like, never a straight answer is what NASA stands for. And because of that, anything they say, I'm like, did that really happen? I'll tell you what, the most interesting NASA stuff I've seen, Richard Hoagland used to work at NASA, science advisor for Ronald Reagan. And he's got a real Web 1 website called enterprisemission.net. If you want to read about the spooky stuff of Aeptus, an object in the solar system which, as far as I'm concerned, is artificial, read all about it. Oh, and here's the thing, right? Star Wars, you got the Death Star, you got, your trench in the middle, you got your laser crater at the top. That film came out years before any photographs of Aeptus came to Earth. And yet it looks like Aeptus. How bizarre. How utterly bizarre. Don't believe me? Look at Aeptus right now and tell me that's not the Death Star. Oh, and the other thing which is funny about that film is how George Lucas came up with Millennium Falcon and says, oh yeah, I took a bite into a burger and thought, really if I extended these bits and did that and did this. And like, it looks nothing like a burger, really. But it does look a lot like the Baltic Sea object. Oh, that's just a bunch of rocks. It was proven not to be anything. Yeah, okay, Mr. Snopes. You keep on telling yourself that, buddy. I think I'll have another factory, I haven't built any factories in quite some time. An old lander. What could it possibly be? Who knows? Blind tend to find out. Or le boot. Come on, figure out the paths. Oh, great. So just as I was busy looking at something else, you decide, no, fuck you. You're going to have to focus on this bit again. Always nice. You don't matter. All that matters is what we tell you that matters. This is where I was. The organic material dump, also known as a dump. And whilst we're here, water treatment. Cool, I can now access this area. I just build a line to the top there with worker hubs. What if I do compiling autosave? Please stand by. And then just some worker hubs. Do another worker hub over here.
Can you recharge it?
Let me see. What uses less? That uses 3 parts. Whereas the solar farm uses 2 parts and the wind farm uses 2 parts. Solar farm uses glass and aluminium. That uses steel. I'm actually better on steel than I am the other one. Alright. So I'm just using them as one would use a pylon to transmit the energy. I'm not really using it for any other purpose, seeing as I've got power's no longer an issue anymore, thanks to fusion power. Put some of those there. Everywhere I go, I will also put down biospheres. And I'm a producer. So I can produce a lot, and I consume not that much. Yeah, most of the power does come from fusion now. But what if I just had some more fusion in here, for example? Like so. There we go, so we've got lichens there, grass here, and then trees there. Nice. Very nice. And this area is still taking its sweet ass time. Sweet ass time? Is that gay? Your sweet ass time? I wish to propose to you some sweet ass time? Oh, I don't know about that. Not sure. Give unto me your sweet ass time. The time of your sweet ass is now. Oh, I think I'll decline. Thank you. Yes. Are you sure you do not wish to participate in sweet ass time? No, I don't think I will. How about a shag then? Oh, I amuse myself. So, back to the thing. I think I know a way to make the O-tier levels go up quickly. So what I am going to do is I'm going to press a button, but before I press that button, I need atmosphere, oxygen release plant, like so. Just put one right there. Yep. Now I'm going to upgrade the ways because there's going to be a lot of traffic here to and from the Hyperloop. And I think a storage centre here wouldn't go amiss. Right, so this is an oxygen release plant. It takes in ice, it takes in chemicals. I'm going to say priority because I want like lots of stuff going there. Right, so still waiting on the input. But that's a thing, right? So I do a water packing plant. I can do that and I'll have ice. So let's increase the priority on this, get it built. Too close to that battery. And because I am lazy and can't keep track of all the stuff I'm doing, I'll put another open city right there. Oh, and I think an open farm as well. Oh, it's got maintenance. Ah, but there's a gap in the maintenance. Right, so this is making ice. But it's not making enough, so I'm going to have another water packing plant here, 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 and here. Like so. Oh yeah. Let's increase the priority on construction. Yeah, and I might as well upgrade the way so they can get the ice drilling plant here. And increase the priority on that. Right, that's done. So now, I want to make things go faster. Red Dragon Lander. Haunted thing. Oh, this spacecraft. Right, okay, so now, instant production. So as soon as this gets input, it will produce stuff. But getting that input takes... Oh look, there's chemicals right there. So I'll make that a priority for construction. What's the atmosphere? Must be kept under 30%. And the CO2... Ah, CO2, here we go. 12% CO2. And oxygen is rising. And that's just got stockpile problems, so... Yeah. Well, okay. That's a good problem to have. And I think we should have some more worker hubs here as well. So let's have a look in the past 100 months. So you'll see there's some peaks and then it goes down again. I'll increase the pathways. And any second now, some of these 3,000 units of steel will find their way here. One would hope. Halted because again there's logistics. Well, this is good because this means that why do you need input? You got everything you need. Let's increase the priority on that one. And then increase the priority on that one. Yes, there we go. Right, let's have a look at this. How are our projects going along? That's it. No extra space elevator. Wow. I'd like us to work on another space elevator. Oh, that needs maintenance. All of that's getting repaired. Jolly good. In this area, yep, it's looking hunky-dory. Ah, I now have my defense grid up. Okay.
I see you finished the orbital defense network.
Ping chong ching chong ching chong ching.
Will be enough to deter any aggression from Earth. Well done. Long live the new Martian Republic.
Ting chong ching chong ching chong ching. Ting chong ting chong ching chong ching. Let's put some wind farms up, just so that if there's any stray birds, we can kill them. How do you make a wind farm without balsa wood? I told my dad that. He says, oh, that just sounds like a big oil conspiracy theory. I was like, please prove me wrong. And he looked it up and it's like, oh yeah, you're right. I said to him, I'm used to people thinking everything I say is bullshit. I really am. I sow the seeds, and then later on I wait for someone to come back to me. It's like, hey, did you know this thing's real? It's like, oh, you mean that thing I told you years ago and you said was bullshit? Yeah, well, it turns out it was real. Yeah, I know, that's what I told you and you said it was bullshit. Oh, well, it's bullshit when you say it, Hobbit. But no, I saw it in the BBC. Oh, I see. So they're more credible than I am. Yeah, because they're an organisation and you're just, crazy hobbit smoking hobbit weed and... hobbit weed. It's not weed, it's hobbit weed. No, it's different. It's called that because they don't want to say tobacco, because in the earlier books it's just tobacco. Right. So there's a bunch of stuff. And I think a hyperloop in there would do quite good as well, so I can shove a hyperloop in there. Right, and do so. And then right, so now I just need a breathable atmosphere. I wish I could get rid of that directive stuff, because there's no way I can lower the sea level. Nuclear war's not going to get rid of the sea. Sorry, Warhammer 40k, but you got it wrong. Oh, Earth's got no oceans because of nuclear war. Really? Yes. Ah, those crazy 1980 teens and writing their stuff and thinking that nuclear bombs can make water disappear. %37% of the planet is covered in flora. What about Fiona? Oh, not many chemicals left. Must be the O2 releasing plants. Plants, what a dumb name. Why can't you call it a station? I mean, Americans understand the concept of a station. They even say train station. Open farm, not enough water. So that comes under booster pump. There we go. And there's our Hyperloop terminal. So things should start to happen quickly. Let's just increase the worker hub first. Just let them know that, yes, make some workers, please. You've got all the parts you need right next door, so parts shouldn't be a problem. Just get those workers in. I want to see what happens next. So, wait a second. Nitrogen's 8%, yeah. But the amount of oxygen's going down. Why is the oxygen going down? I don't understand. CO2's going down. Oxygen's going down. Why? Don't understand. So where's that, somewhere, I'm not sure where exactly, but somewhere do biodomes spawns converts carbon dioxide into O2? That's what I thought. Crater farm. Sorry. That removes plants and buries them so new ones can grow to boost the conversion of CO2 to O2. So that just makes the bio domes more efficient. All of this needs to be doing. All that stuff there. That needs water. Alright, here it is. So this is the water packing plant, yeah. I'm producing more than I'm using. So this releases oxygen into the atmosphere. Right. No one lives in the open city yet. I'm just right next to it. I'm gonna have a tent city. And let's have a biodome nearby. So I go at 2 speed, we can see that them sort of squirreling about as they should be. Is that Olympus Mons? Olympus Hermes Patera. I think that is. Oh yeah. Well, that's ready to launch another thing into space. Cool. Time for another space elevator. There we go. And the storage center there to connect it all together. Can I put anything there? Like a tent city maybe? No, irregular terrain. Can't do that. Oh yeah, I'm having all of this. Where is Cydonia? Let's see if I can find Cydonia on this. Connect all those together, like so. Yeah, that's right. Let me see if I can find Cydonia on Mars location. 40 degrees 44 blah blah blah. Yeah, but I want to see like Cydonia region. Well, why can't just someone see like... Oh, Cydonia geometry, yeah, there's a pentagram as well. The pyramids of Mars. So what region of Mars is that? I don't want a 15-minute video. I mean, that's great. Yeah, and you got like a pentagram. Right, here's some images of it. What if I took Mars map? Mars map. Google Mars. Alright, loading Mars maps. And Mars Trek. ESA mapping Mars. That's just an article about mapping Mars. Google Mars is not loading. Right, is this so searchable, this data? Search for Cydonia. Right, so it's there. Do I recognise anything nearby? That's the sort of depression area. Sort of goes down, so... Is Olympus Mons there? No, that's a sort of cratery thing. It's sort of more towards the... Ah! That's the cratery thing. Right. So Cydonia... Well... Not that you can see it, but I think this is where Cydonia would be in the game. Unless it's under the sea. So where's Olympus Mons? Olympus Mons. So Olympus Mons is on the other side of this. Right. So yeah, I was right. It is this area here somewhere. And Cydonia is somewhere. But it's not. Good. Alright, well, that answers that question. No face of pyramid on Mars. Which, honestly, if I was making a game about the mysteries of the Martian planet, you better believe I'd have the face on Mars. Look at this. This is a huge area. Right, where's the nearest... Hydraspis Chaos. There's a nice sounding name. Hydraspis Chaos. Oh, of course the game doesn't want to ask a question about that, because Ooga Booga, that face ain't black. Ooga Booga. I mean, even if a game like... There was a game called Tyrion. It was this shoot-em-up from 1994. Yeah. And that game, right, had these missions where you'd be flying through the... missions, asteroid level. And then the asteroid level, you'd have these faces carved into the rock, which looked a lot like the faces on Mars. But now it's all just... that was it. In 1998, NASA did the... it's just a clump of rocks. You know, that there's nothing significant there. It's just a clump of cells. It's just a clump of rocks. Stop trying to put meaning into this clump of rocks. And that was a speech presented by a clump of cells saying a bunch of sounds. Because there's no significance in sounds, cells, rocks or anything. It's all just mundane. There's no hidden meaning or mystery to anything in life whatsoever, and you should all feel ashamed of yourself. Go back to your mundane worker units and making stuff. Yeah, Tyrion was for DOS PC. I really like the game, but now it's open source. It's been converted for every platform. I remember playing it on this handheld called the GP32, which ran on 2 AA batteries, and I thought, I think even someone's done like a Game Boy Advance version of Tyrion. Of course, there'll be a PlayStation portable version, because that was a console everybody liked to work on. It was weird. Like, Sony was like, well, you have to buy our... building limits reached. Fuck. Can't make any more buildings, can I? Oh, well. Well, in that case, they need to get through mines and then just go... let me see. Atmosphere, colonies, power, mines. Why is the O2 level going down? That's really bugging me. I wish I could sort them by state. Okay, that would probably help with it. If I just look at the efficiency of these things. Anything at 0% can be... they're not building because they're full. Right, let's try it again. They're being constructed. In a lot of ways, Surviving Mars is a more polished game than this is, but, you know, it's nice. I like it. I just wish this bit... I don't understand why my oxygen levels are going down. And I can't import oxygen from anywhere else in the solar system. So, scrap all of those. Yeah, I can't sort my status. But anyway, that helps with a lot of stuff. Oh, So that's staying at 38%. It's not increasing, which is annoying. Oh, I think I know what I can do to improve this. Ah, right. So if I go, say, instant production, right? I've turned on instant production. And that will make the O2 level decrease. And it should make the CO2... No, it should make CO2 decrease and O2 increase. Because plants convert carbon dioxide into oxygen. Although try telling that to Greta Thunberg. I wonder what she's doing right now. Bunch of stuff is coming there. Got steel, getting some carbon. Well, that's good. Colonist seems to have settled out. I'll have some more colonists, get them invited in. So this, for example, just says seeding. But if I... %36%. And look in the last 100 years. I mean, it's increased a bit. Lichen covered soil, cyanobacteria covered area. So yeah. So it's been pretty much stationary in the past 100 years. I find that hard to believe. In the past 100 days. So if we just put one there, let's see what happens. And we'll say that's top priority to build. Why is my building limit 1550? Does it seem enough somehow? I suppose what I could also do is, because I've got the room for it, like these colonies, I could change I could deconstruct the small ones. So if I go to colonies, for example, get rid of all these small cramped ones. The research outposts, I think I'll keep them for a bit. But these, just deconstruct them. And then hopefully that will cause the colonists, instead of leaving, they'll get in the airships and they'll fly to other colonies. So, yeah. Right, that's the biosphere built. Yeah, we've got 1,100 in airships, so they are emigrating now. Yep, so there we go. They are using those airships and they are flying around. And then if I need more room, I will get rid of the research outpost as well. But in the meantime, let's have some of these buildings up and running. So that is without power. Well, let's change that then. Yeah. So really, it just feels like twiddling my thumb until O2 go up. And it's going down even more. O2's going down. CO2's going down. And the CO2 in the regolith is going down. So what about the sea level? Is the sea level going down? Will I be able to do that thing it keeps bugging me about here? Oh, I shouldn't have done it that way. I should have done it from the other way, because that way the Hyperloop would have very quickly got all the resources it needed. Not to worry. What about this offshoot here? That's not a problem. This one here. Yeah, that's okay. Let's have a look at this one. Yeah, again, it's not doing much. Ah, there's the Hyperloop terminal. Of course, the landing site works as a storage area. There was a big spike there of O2 and then just suddenly like nothing. But if I can bring down the CO2 level, that would be good. I don't get it. I really don't get it. Oh, rove around Devon Island, one of the most Mars-like places on the planet, and learn about research being conducted there. Oh, it's just a coincidence we've got research on Mars rovers and stuff there. O2 levels in per aspera keep decreasing. See if other people are asking about this. Oh no, someone's saying like I've got more than 60% oxygen in my thing. No, so that's no use. Oh well. Let's keep on carrying on. By the way, Tyrion is free and open source, so you can get it from Good Old Games and a number of other places. You can get that in a number of places. That is some hot stuff. Yeah. Wasn't there like the reason I expanded to this area because of research colonies? Sure, that's why I came here. Much crater, very destroy. Silicon mine, chemical plant, iron mine, chemical plant. Carbon, worker hub, wind farm? Am I going mad? I don't think I'm going mad. But then again, if I was going mad, I would say I don't think I'm going mad. A wibble. I'm annoyed at that. Because I generally thought, oh yeah, the reason I expanded all that area was because of some areas of interest. Oh, they're down here. Interesting place for a colony. Okay, let's hope that all works out. I mean, it should do. Cryptosporidium. Atmospheric CO2 must be lowered to 5% or less for humans to breathe, as surrounding life requires below 100, although larger animals need less than that. Yeah, poo indeed. Why can't I get my O2 level? I want my O2 to be more. It just keeps going down and down. How bloody annoying. I mean... Oh, let's import some nitrogen from Titan. I don't know if it'll make any difference. Well, it'll make the atmosphere thicker, because it seems that everything's going down. But the weird thing about that is I've got a magnetic shield around the planet, so it should be keeping the atmosphere in. That's how conventional wisdom on this bollocks works, right? Building limit reached. Can't build anything more. I think those noises is just that there's animals on the planet. Yeah, look, holographic sheep. Or bears. And there's some birds. Cool. Terraformer Part 5.
Hey Amy, it's Sonna. How's it going?
Everything's good here.
I've got some great with the oxygen, pressure and temperature levels confirmed. I'm happy to say that Mars is officially terraformed.
Wow.
Congratulations, Amy. This is a historic moment for all of us.
Huzzah.
Congratulations to you as well.
And it's just the beginning. Look at what
I sense a problem.
they've been talking to Nyak. Can I share them with
Of course.
As you know, if we are still on the other hand, Mars was owned with our alliance. We should be planning.
These options are fascinating. I'd like to dig deeper into the...
Well, you get to the manufacturing, the routes, the secure. You don't need to choose right now. Why don't you let us know when you're ready?
Great. So, here's some Space elevators. Yep.
We did it. We completed the mission in our own way. Humans and machines living on Mars in peace. Using science and technology to build a better future. We worked so, but I wonder, how... I must make sure that everyone feels heard, represented. That will be my job.
Except for white people, because fuck them, right?
Earth won't give up Mars easily. They'll be backs, but I understand.
Da da da. Da 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 da. Somehow everybody can breathe with 5% oxygen in the atmosphere. Da da da. Da da da. My music's actually better than this. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. You have won. Congratulations. Mars per Asperger's. A winner, it's you. Cast of characters: Ooga Booga, Ooga Booga, Ooga Booga, Ooga Booga, Ching Chong Ching Chong, Ooga Booga. Game director is Ooga Booga, Ooga Booga, Ooga Booga. Hello, my name is Hafefefefefes, Ooga Booga, Ooga Booga, Ooga Booga. And it was edited by Ching Chong Ching Chong Ping Pong Ping Chong Ching Chong Ching Chong Ching. So, there. Special guest thanks to George Floyd, George Floyd, George Floyd, George Floyd, George Floyd, George Floyd, and George Floyd. And what else we got? The Game Breakers crew. So these must be people that the pay piggies what gave their money to it. But congratulations, I've managed to suffer through diversity quotas to play a game, and I somehow limped to the finish line, even though my oxygen levels were falling down to about 5% of the atmosphere. Whatever. Who fucking cares? So, that's Perispera. It's like, play as a woman, uninstalled game, gave it a bad review, got a refund. And with that, you can all fuck off. Bye.